What's up, y'all? We are back at the Ramble, aka the Hot Mess Express. And I am joined by my co-host, Jelly,
I
Smelly
can't stand
Jelly.
you.
I love how, by the way, I've never done an introduction for you.
I know. That's
Oh
what
no,
like,
on
what
my
are you
main
doing?
channel I did.
Well, the first time, ma'am.
Yeah, and that was what, damn near 3 months ago now.
Yeah,
Literally.
we've been rolling.
We've been rocking and rolling.
real.
We want to start this video off by letting you guys know, or sorry, podcast. Sorry. One day it will be available on streaming platforms, but that day's not today. We want to start this off with an apology that we did not get a new beverage, an adult beverage, let's just say. Maybe we're too early in the video to say. Because we didn't make it to the store today. We're in a hurry. We
Yeah.
are locked and loaded. It's Friday. Well, we always film on Friday, in case you guys did not know that. And you guys are seeing this on Wild Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So we are going to start this off. If you guys did not see our last podcast, we have a new little segment called Our Yucks and Our Yums, which is basically our ups and downs of the week. So I want Jelly to take the wheel over here and start off with whatever you want to. Your yuck or your yum?
My yum.
Your yum.
My yum. And I told Tim, it's been like 3 solid weeks that I've been craving Happy Dads because we'll just, whatever's on sale, I'll
Truly.
buy. Like,
Truly's been on sale.
Yeah, and I'll just, or like, I'll drink vodka with him or whatever, but I've been I was like, I just want Happy Dads and specifically Happy Moms. So I went to my liquor store right there and ma'am, he had Happy Moms right there.
You scare me with your drink right there. She'd be knocking stuff over all the time.
This is my
if you guys remember the Boba
I haven't
episode.
had Happy Moms in so long. These are my favorite seltzer. Ever.
I feel bad because I feel like you're cheating on the pair. The Truly pair is like, oh.
You know.
Moms came first, I know.
I'm a Happy Dad stan.
Yeah.
I'm the original Happy Dad stan.
She is like the one who put everyone that I know onto Happy Dads.
Anybody I know that drinks Happy Dads is because I would just, Happy Dads are so good.
She raved about them at first, and I tried it one time, and I was like, not for me. No, it just was not for me.
When did you try it again?
I don't know. It must have been a month later.
This is what we were drinking in Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
But no, this is way before that.
No, we've been drinking Happy Dads for over a year.
Yeah. But I'm saying the very first time that you had like put me onto it, I was like, oh, these are not for me. But it's because I was so used to White Claws and Trulies, and I feel like the Happy Dads are just such a different taste.
They're not as
sweet,
strong, like of a sweet.
Yeah, they're just very mellow on the flavor though. But I do have to say, recently though, the pear one has been my number one favorite. Yep, pear Truly.
The pear Truly smacks.
I want them to make a tall can of it.
Pear citrus smacks too.
Those
two are good.
The citrus citrus squeeze.
Yeah,
yes. Oh my god. I forgot to tell you. So I was being okay, if you guys did not see, this has nothing to do with my yuck or yum of the week, but I do have to make a little bit of an update here. Do you remember how I told you about the Fiesta Veggie Burrito?
Yes.
So I was going to bore you. Last night I was in bed doing things a single man does with their right hand, and I was going to Taco Bell's Instagram, and I had saw... Okay. So I went on over to Taco Bell's Instagram, and I saw in their most 3 recent posts that people, the number one comment, bring back the Fiesta Veggie Burrito. You hate vegetarians. I won't go there until you bring back the... I was going to send you...
They don't like the they-thems.
I was going to...
Stop.
What they-them? Wait, you're calling all vegetarians they-thems?
No, I'm just saying, it's like... That's crazy that's the comment.
Yes. But I have to be honest with you, I was thinking about commenting it too.
You should have.
No, I'm going to eventually post it on my stories or something and call them out because that's my favorite burrito.
You should.
It probably, if we were doing the whole yuck and yum things, that would have been my yuck of the week. But that was like a month ago that I realized it's gone. Well, like 3 weeks ago now.
You know what? And then we just haven't been to Taco Bell coincidentally.
When's the last time we've been to Taco Bell?
Good.
Girl.
But other than that, we would religiously go to Taco Bell. Either Friday, Saturday, sometimes both days.
Sometimes both. For sure, one.
But we haven't gone in so long because we've been
when's the last time we gone? I'm asking you for real. I don't remember. Like, I really don't remember.
I think it was the time that we spent so much money over there and he forgot some of our food.
4 items.
Okay, then that was the last time.
Dude, that was over a month ago.
And that was like almost
before Christmas.
Like 2:00 in the morning.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's been so long. And I have to say, now I'm boycotting them, girl. And y'all know I love my Taco Bell.
I'm just not going there because I'm trying to be good right now. But
me too,
I will continue to eat Taco Bell.
But on my fat day, though, I low-key was like, I love how my fat day recently has been like California Chicken Cafe. My leftovers with a little ranch.
You don't want Taco Bell no more?
I'm craving that right now, to be honest. Not
Taco Bell.
no, California Chicken Cafe. If you guys go to
I know, but
LA,
I said you don't like Taco Bell no more.
no, I do. I was gonna say next time on my fat day I was gonna have it, but since they got rid of the damn Fiesta veggie burrito, I don't want to support them anymore. That was my no. I'm so serious. I'm boycotting them. That was my favorite item. If you guys are watching this
It's
right
just
now,
like,
please
why
go
would
and tell them.
Why would they do that?
I
That's my
don't. They
thing.
have all the ingredients.
That's my thing. And then it's like for people to be vocal on freaking social media platforms.
Yep.
Read a room, Taco Bell.
Read a room,
We
and
should tag them in this video.
I have a little bit of a theory here, is that maybe they got rid of it and they're gonna bring it back as a limited time item, like the fries. And I'm gonna get triggered if they do that, because it's gonna bother me, because you're gonna make me think that it's back and then it's not really back.
It's just like, what's the big deal?
My whole thing, and just how we said in our previous like podcast when we had talked about this, if you have to raise the prices, I totally get it. Like,
That's
inflation
fine.
is up. Thanks, Joe Byron.
Will abide, yeah.
Thanks, Joe Byron.
Thanks,
We
Joe
appreciate
Byron.
that. But the thing is just mark it up then. Don't get rid of it. Because I am so sorry. Okay, so I'm a firm believer in this, that when I worked at Mac, so many girls would come in, oh, why did you guys get rid of the X, Y, and Z lipstick? And I'm like, no one bought that. Girls would be like, that's my favorite lipstick. Oh my gosh, it has to be a bestseller. And I'm like, no one buys it. No one buys it but you.
Colors?
No, it's not that. It's just what it is that the time when I worked at Mac Girl, there was probably about 120 lipsticks. Deadass.
And there's some that are similar.
Some are very similar, so those will be more popular, right? Depending upon finish. And I would always say, like, it's so crazy to me, because my nana would always be like, I don't know why El Pollo Loco got rid of this, this, and this. Like, she loved the tres leches cake from El Pollo Loco, and she would always bring it up. And I'm like, Nana, but after working retail, I've realized that maybe your favorite thing just didn't sell.
Yeah.
So I felt very vindicated in seeing those comments. Yes, of people saying, bring back the Fiesta veggie
That was
burrito.
one of the best burritos.
Everybody that I've had try it, even Rosa, who, by the way, she did not like Taco Bell. She did not. No, she did not like Taco Bell. Yeah, because I think it's because her man don't like Taco Bell. Her man's a Del Taco stan only. But he's so dramatic that he hates Taco Bell.
No, see, the thing about me, I'm equal opportunist. I'll eat both.
I'll eat both, but Taco Bell's still my favorite.
No, that's my weakness is fast food. I haven't eaten in a while, and I've been good.
Our fast food now is California Chicken Cafe.
Dude,
that's the only thing we've gotten.
We're bougie now. We go to
California Chicken Cafe.
Dude, that stuff smacks.
It's so delicious. So you started off with your yum of the week.
Yeah,
I want to start off with my. Okay, you know what? No, I'll start off with my yum of the week. They're literally like the same thing, just opposite ends. Okay. So my yum of the week is I booked a trip on Icon of the Seas, which is the largest cruise ship in the entire world. And in September, I will be going.
September?
Yes. And I'm just like super excited because like, okay, I wanted to go on this ship. I don't know if I told you, but the whole reason why we're going to Japan, right? Is because I was going to go on my travel channel with my brother. Like, that was going to be his last year's birthday present, this year's Christmas present, and then his 21st birthday present, right? It's expensive. So I was kind of like thinking, should I go on Icon of the Seas? Because everyone loves our cruise videos. Like, specifically on our travel channel, the most views that we get are on our cruise videos. Oh, okay. And everyone always comments, like, your guys' cruise videos are our favorite. Yeah. So I always feel like, okay, let me just, like, do all the cruises, and I really like it, too. But then as soon as I saw that it was $1,800 per person, I was like, we can literally go to Japan, airfare and hotel for $1,500 a person. Why would I go on this cruise, you know? But we got the opportunity, thanks to my mom, for getting the hookup on Icon of the Seas, and we are going in September. So that's my yum of the week, because it was just booked. I don't even know. I don't even care, honestly. Like, going on the ship is fun enough to me, even if I don't get off.
No, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially that ship.
Yes, it's huge. You know? And I saw this one thing. I know this isn't to ruffle a lot of feathers, but that girl that you had sent me before, she made a video about Icon of the Seas. The one that you like that reminds you of my Auntie Mania. Or both of us of my Auntie Mania.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did.
No.
Do you know what she said? What? She's like, I'm seeing the Icon of the Seas go viral, that it's the world's biggest ship. And she's like, I just got one question. And y'all, she's like, she's
a very butch female.
She's very butch. And she's very like, she would be like, I guess people would want to consider her like a they, them or whatever. No. But she's very like, no, I'm a female. You know what I mean? Even though she low-key looks like a guy.
I think she's bald.
I don't know. I've only ever seen her with a do-rag. Like she stays
Oh,
with a
she wears
do-rag.
it, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
What's her name,
I've
dude?
only seen 3 of her TikToks. Maybe you guys will know because a lot of her videos went viral.
She was the one that was in the video talking about like going to certain restrooms and you go what you look like for the kids. For the
Yeah. She's like,
kids.
I don't want to confuse
Yeah.
the babies.
And she's and then another thing, she's always sweating in her videos profusely.
It's because she's big.
No, ma'am.
What?
If you just sit down and start recording, like
I literally, they know, if you guys watch my main channel, I sometimes sit down and record. Like I just get hot. Like right now I'm a little hot. Like and it's freezing outside. Sometimes I just get hot because I feel like it's at like work. Like when I worked at Mac, I would just sweat.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. No, yes, I would. I'm not even exaggerating. Anyways, so she made a video about Icon of the Seas, and she was like, I just got one question. If the largest ship that holds over 10,000 people on it, if it starts to go down and they say women and children first, where do the they-thems get in line? And I was like, not even being funny, not even making a joke. I was like, for real though, if they say women, children, then men, then where do they have a separate category now?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that they are gonna go ahead and go with the women.
Okay, so
as an opportunist.
So funny you say that because a lot of people were saying like whatever is the easiest, and I was like,
whatever's convenient. And
not to be all controversial.
That's not a diss to nobody. It's just.
Yeah, I was like, honestly, look, not even trying to get all controversial on this because we do have a very lighthearted podcast this time because our last one got really deep. But I thought that was like low-key interesting because I'm like, oh. Like, for real.
She's funny for making that video.
And it had 112,000 likes on it at the time that I saw it. And it was only posted for 13 hours.
What were the comments?
The comments were basically saying what you said. They're like, oh, everyone will identify as a woman to get off first. I was like, no, but I'm being so serious when I ask. I genuinely wonder,
that's where the confusion in the world lies, as far as like it's confusion, and some people view it as not acceptance, and that's where everything gets muddy.
I don't know. I just got to really I don't know. I would like to know what would be the answer then. It's like, oh, everyone's gonna resort back to the gender they were assigned at birth. I'm gonna go out on a limb
here and say I highly doubt any they them's watch, but if they do, I would love to hear their opinion.
Yes, I want to hear y'all's opinions that identify as they them.
For you, don't speak for the community. I want to hear about you.
Yes, don't
because
speak for
I feel like
I hate when people speak for the
community.
Thank you. I don't speak for the gay community.
I feel like you have opinions that don't align with the gay community.
Yeah, 100%.
And you have opinions that do.
Yeah.
I don't care about what the community says. I'm asking
individual.
You.
I agree.
Yeah.
Any individuals out there, please let us know because I'm so curious.
There's a big difference between that.
Like I did, and I asked Rosa this as soon as I saw that. I was like, no, but for real, like she was like everything she kind of makes is low key joking, but then like facetious. She's being facetious.
I love the word facetious.
Me too, because I'm so facetious about everything. Every time I make a joke, I'm being serious.
Yeah, that's it. Every joke has a little truth in
that
it.
is not true. That is not true.
A little sprinkle.
I called you quiet one time, and there's no truth to that.
Okay, you were trying to get laughs. You weren't trying to like make a funny joke.
I'm just like. Anyways, so yeah, that's my yum of the week. It's your turn for your yuck, girl.
My yuck.
Flip your little mic around. I don't know. I always tell her, I'm like, I don't like when this whole thing shows.
Sorry, guys.
One day we'll have real mic.
I got accustomed to this.
You don't even hold it to your mouth. Every single video, this is her down here.
Because bitch, I'm loud, so I feel like it's gonna be.
I lowered your mic.
Oh, okay. But that was my mic.
She's just lazy. She's like, oh, no, my right hand needs some free time on the weekends. I can't hold up this mic that weighs 1 ounce.
My yuck is probably. I had like a little not misunderstanding because I understand.
Tiff.
A little our first kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle,
if you will.
I've heard that word before, but I want to know, like, is it a real word?
I didn't make it up.
No, I know. That's why I literally just said I've heard the word before, but I want to know. Like,
what I mean by my first little like
tiff,
little bumping of heads, if you will,
a bump
with
in the
Dallas. Road. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're not talking, but it was just unexpected, and it was a little bumping of the heads, if you will.
Yeah.
And so, trying to navigate through that this week.
Hey, but you know what though? I'm a firm believer in the aspect of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And that goes to the same thing with individuals or in a relationship. Because I always felt before, and honestly, of course, I was delusional, but there were.
But I'm gonna share this great advice I have.
No, but I'm being so serious.
Facetious.
I'm being so serious.
Serious.
Y'all, this is my second drink, okay? No, but I'm being so serious though. Like I felt before within friendships, like the friendships when I've went through arguments, you know, and once again I know that's friendships, but every argument that we came out, we became stronger as a friend. You know what I mean? And I do believe that in relationships that it could be the same too.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Well, we gonna see, girl.
Yeah, you are gonna see. My yuck of the week is okay. So at the same time of us booking Icon of the Seas, my mom got this opportunity. If you guys watch our travel channel, you guys know, we like to cruise, and me and my brother cruise for free basically because we hop on my mom's little bandwagon because she gambles so much. She gets all these free cruises. Well, she got the opportunity to go on Utopia of the Seas, which is a brand new ship coming out in June of this year, and as soon as we get off Icon of the Seas, it's going to be its second month there. Well, it's actually at Port Canaveral, and we're going out of Miami for Icon of the Seas. And she got the opportunity to go on it for free, but she won't go.
Why?
That's too many days gone from home.
Oh.
And dude, so the first one is only 7 days, and then Utopia would be 4 days. So I'm like, but you know how my mom is.
So you just gotta wait. I have another yuck when you're ready.
Oh, anyways, I would go on it because just in case you guys are wondering, I would just like stay and go on it alone. But that cruise when we get off is $825 per person. So for me and my brother, basically after taxes and stuff, it'll be $2,000. As to where my mom can literally get all of us for free. All of us.
So she doesn't want to go.
So my brother tried to persuade her into it. I was like, "Oh, I'll give you a couple $100s to gamble." You know what I mean? And even my brother was like,
She
"Okay,
said
offer."
no.
Yeah, and she's still, no, I'm not doing it. I'm like,
oh shit.
but what are my whole thing is, and the reason why it's my yuck is because it's like low key really bothering me because what are the opportunities that we're going on the world's biggest ship, and then we can go on to, it's one of the biggest ships that's gonna be brand new. It's gonna be 2 months old. Like Utopia of the Sea, Icon of the Seas barely just came out, a week ago. At the time of his filming,
about a week ago.
And I was just like, damn, like the fact that we got this opportunity to like go, but I'm like, ugh, she won't. I like how I'm sitting here in basketball shorts. Normally I put on pants.
With a nice shirt. With business up top. My other yuck, today I went to go. Okay, so I'm having an issue with Justin Timberlake and his tour dates. Because my friend's getting married the one day he's in.
That's one of our hot topics.
My husband? Ma'am, I went to go buy tickets today. Today was the original sale date. Ma'am, $298 for the top row. In Inglewood, it was like
But that's resale though.
I didn't have access to any.
I had access to regular for Vegas, and it was $80.
For Vegas?
Yeah, for Vegas. It was $80.
See, I was willing to go as far as like San Diego.
Yeah.
And I just went on and I was like, I'm not paying $500 for the last row.
Yeah.
Because if I buy 2 tickets, that's what it would have came out to. And I love Justin Timberlake, but I'm just like,
I just think what it is that he never really tours. You know what I mean? The reason why we got Post Malone stays touring.
Sorry,
you know what I mean?
I'm sorry. I love Post Malone.
Yeah, never mind. We'll get into Post Malone. No, that's a big yuck because I'm like,
I know, and so today I was like, I was ready. I was like, okay, if I can find 2, decent price tickets, I was just gonna buy them and like figure my plan out later.
Yeah, of course.
And then I was like, I'm not spending. Why am I gonna spend $200 on a ticket? It's literally the top, like the 13.
You're in the parking lot.
$1,300 for the second level.
And you know what's ridiculous about those too is that you have to pay like $65 for parking.
And then for the fees that the internet charges, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, whatever platform you use.
I was like,
but you have to look out on Game Time. This video is sponsored by Game Time. No, but for real, like look on Game Time because like that's how we got those bomb ass Dodger seats super last minute. Yeah, on Game Time because some people. So as soon as it gets closer to the date, people are like, oh. Say, for example, I bought a ticket for $100 and I'm like fishing to get somebody to buy it for $1,000. If you're stupid enough to pay $1,000 for it, okay, I'm going to sell it for that. But as soon as it gets closer, I'm like, oh, I just want my $100 back. So some people will be like $125. You know what I mean? So you just got to be on it. But I do think that scalping, well, I guess it's not scalping technically, but resell should be illegal.
I feel like there's clearly people that get it, all the tickets, and then resell them because any tickets I buy are always resale tickets because I'm.
Dude, this is why my dad is like obsessed and he always raves about Iron Maiden because Iron Maiden specifically has this system as to where like they won't allow any resellers. Like you're only allowed, I think, to buy like 4 tickets and then you don't get the ticket until the day of.
Why
They
is
don't
that not
email
a
it.
thing?
That's what I said too.
Why is
But
that not a thing?
I think because some artists just don't care. They're like, whatever, I'm selling the ticket. So say for if Ticketmaster buys 10,000 of them, and if Game Time buys 5,000 of them, I don't care. They sold. That's it. That's all they worry
But the
about.
crazy thing is, like, if you're a Taylor Swift or Justin Timberlake, regardless,
It's
your
gonna
tickets
sell.
are gonna sell.
It's gonna sell exactly.
So you should enforce that.
Yep. That's why my dad loves it. He's like, you literally don't get your ticket till the day of, so therefore you can't sell it. You know, because a lot of people are not gonna take your word for it that. Oh, you're gonna get it 2 hours before the show starts. It's
Yeah.
like what, you know? But obviously that's why he likes it. But
Big yuck.
yeah, that's a good yuck too.
Yeah, I was irritated.
Anyways, if you guys do not know us, we're big fans of Would You Rather. We should low-key make a segment on here
I know.
of Would You Rather.
And you can submit yours below. Tiki Tack.
Oh, look at you remembering everything. We are going to leave it linked down below that we actually started a TikTok. It'll be linked down below and we will be posting our highlighted clips. So make sure you guys click down below. The link will be there. Go show us some love on there because low key, I was telling her just the other day I edited a total of 5 clips and they're hysterical. Hysterical. My whole thing, and I'm just going to keep it real, like for the longest time, and I was telling her this too, I've always been scared to branch out into TikTok, and I always start going on TikTok and then I realize like there's a side of TikTok to where like everyone eats it up. They're so funny. And then there's a side of TikTok to where they'll burn
your ass.
They don't shut
Yeah.
up. Like they just
TikTok
keep on going.
Is intimidating.
Yes. I didn't even tell you. I made this TikTok talking about 90 Day Fiance, Igor and Nikki, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's so trippy to me that like Igor is so fine. And somebody literally just yesterday, and mind you, I posted this like 2 months ago. And just yesterday, a man felt the need to comment on there, calling Igor is an insult coming from you.
Calling Igor what?
Sexy is a insult coming from you.
Put his information out here right now.
I don't know, but literally what he's saying is like you're so ugly. Like if you're calling him sexy, ill. I was like, and it popped up on my thing. I was like,
you should have been like double tap.
I literally didn't write back. I was like, what?
Yeah.
No, he had a profile picture, and all I'm saying is I looked at the profile picture and I was
audacity.
like, oh, okay. No, like for real, he looked like Kim Jong-un and like Joe Byron had a baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, actually, he looked like Kim Jong-un and Stephen Hawking had a baby. That's what he looked like. I was like,
Now I'm calling you ugly.
And you're calling me ugly? I know. I was like, okay, whatever.
I know he's watching.
Well, that was on TikTok.
Yeah, but he's watching on all platforms.
We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, so thanks for the TikTok reminder. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and start it off with the Would You Rather. Ladies first.
Ladies.
I'm so sorry, but I feel like we have... Okay, you guys can go ahead and cancel us right now. Don't care. Our Would You Rathers are unhinged. Very unhinged.
I got good ones today.
Oh, mine are unhinged.
Oh, okay. Ready? Are you ready?
You're about to say you can. It's like, would you rather? Which one is it?
You cannot alter or hide either one. Okay? Okay? Would you rather lose an eyebrow or a front tooth?
An eyebrow. For sure. I could draw it back on.
You cannot alter... What did you not hear? You
I thought you meant the answer.
Or hide either one.
Then still eyebrow because it's gonna grow back. That's not me altering it. That's my body naturally doing it. So eyebrow.
Okay.
That's not me altering it. I'll just be eyebrowless for a little bit.
Like imagine just straight up not having a front tooth.
I know, literally. What am I? Imagine me at the bar. Oh my god. Thank you.
Oh my god! But just straight up an eyebrow. Like, when people don't have eyebrows, you're like...
No, there's some people genuinely, like some of them runway... Dude, I'm turning into you today.
I know, I'm like...
runway. Some of the runway models who don't have eyebrows, low-key, I'm like, oh, okay, you're pretty sexy. Like, it's a look. It's a vibe.
Yeah, okay, but I'm talking about us.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah, no.
We're a dark-ass patch missing from our...
Well, on top of that, girl, I already look like a potato. I'm gonna look like a russet.
I'm just like, you know, when people don't have an eyebrow, you're like...
A little off-putting,
you notice something, but you can't figure it out immediately.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I had a friend in high school who I told you about him before. He had
Alopecia?
alopecia. Yeah, I thought he was good looking, and he had no hair, not even eyelashes.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, completely bald. But that's also a thing too. Is that I realize the older I get, like low key, I like me a bald man. I really do.
I said you cannot alter. You're like, oh, draw it in.
I thought you meant the answer, like
Oh.
death is an option. That's what I read it as. Like you know how
No,
we'll be
ma'am.
saying like, oh, you can't say death.
Go.
Okay. Oh,
Yours
sorry.
are gonna be crazy.
I know. I was like, wait, that's
I'm
actually not a bad one, and I'm like, mine are.
That was realistic.
Mine are technically realistic.
They're
too, because
not.
You never know what can happen in life.
You're gonna be like, go ahead. I already
Okay.
know you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do I want to lick Natalia
Hold on.
Race's teeth?
I did not ask that before because her teeth are normal. It was
Or her
Gypsy
boots?
Rose.
Or let her little candy corns?
Lick her boots. Oh my
Lick her
god. My first one. Okay, I just want you guys to know that she is the queen of unhinged would you rathers, and all of a sudden I'm gonna look like the crazy one because that's like a normal innocent one. And my first one on my
I
list.
thought that was a good one.
No, it was good.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just very like.
Because I wouldn't know.
It was very PG.
It's just like to not have a tooth.
Mine is oh well, I'm missing two, so.
Yeah, but like I mean,
So
like your
well,
front
I'm
ones.
waiting to get my implant, but Japan was more important. I was like, they're charging me $2,000 for an implant. I said, I'm gonna go to Japan instead. Because what if I die? Like, what are you gonna pop out my tooth and wear it
you can
around your
still
neck?
eat, right? You can chew your food, right?
Yep, I could
Yeah.
chew them with no teeth, bro. Anyway, I could charge extra if I had no teeth.
Ew.
Never mind.
Ew.
My first one. Would you rather watch your baby daddy 69 with your current boo or reverse cowgirl Ontario, and you know Ontario, aka Dominic,
The one
while
that
on
ghosted me.
Yes, the one that ghosted her while on FaceTime with your boo. I'm sorry, but that was a good one. I'm sorry. So would you rather watch?
And he doesn't know, so he just thinks that I called him and I'm just banging some guy.
Uh-huh.
So it's over.
Like your phone is literally just like on the nightstand and you're just reverse
oh
cowgirl
my
Ontario.
God.
And you have to choose, girl. I know my answer.
I don't know what to say.
Ma'am, these are made up hypothetical questions. Answer the damn question. It's really not that bad.
Yes, it is, because if I call him FaceTime and I'm getting banged out.
What if he's into cuckolding?
Oh, I'm not into gay.
So what if your new boo is into cuckolding?
And what if he ain't?
That's
It's
just
a risk
a chance.
I take.
Yep.
I for damn sure don't want to do nothing with my baby daddy.
No, you
I
wouldn't
don't
do
want to
anything
have
with your.
seen anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Okay, answer.
Ontario.
Ontario?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with that one too.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like, you know,
I'm sorry, I'll never look at you the same if you're
yeah.
banging it out with a dude.
I said 69. It's not banging it out.
Ew. Oh.
So both of theirs are in each other's mouth, and you just have to watch it. Yeah, you would. You'd be yucked out.
You done ruined my whole podcast moment.
No, also too, I feel like I would that's why I was like, I already knew my answer because I would definitely go with Ontario only because you and your boo now are not committed or exclusive or like, you know what I mean?
I'm
So
like,
it's kind of like,
what's wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was an accident. Like, you know what I
Dude,
mean?
okay, so clearly we're on completely different paths.
And normally she's on the most
with our would
inappropriate
you
path.
rather's, because my next one, I'm like, all like when you hear it, you're gonna be like, but today I was like, oh, these are great.
Oh my God, not me spilling my drink all over me.
Okay, I'll get raunchy and then I'll go back to my subtle one.
Okay. I told you to only choose 3.
Would you rather show the internet every text you sent this past month or every photo in your camera roll?
I'm gonna have to go with text, girl. Because in that camera roll, especially my hidden, absolutely not. So every text, although that would be...
You have hidden photos?
Who doesn't? You don't have hidden
I
photos?
didn't know you could hide photos. I didn't know you could hide photos.
Yes, and it unlocks with your Face ID?
Mm-mm.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Oh my God. Literally,
But
look.
you're
like,
this fucking single one hiding photos from who?
from everyone, look.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh my
You got pictures of me in there,
gosh.
bitch?
At 100%, girl. I'm all waiting for her to do me dirty, and I'm like, girl, I have a picture of that chonch while it was not shaved.
So you said, show them your text from this month?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Only because, like, dude, in that camera roll, girl, ma'am, can you imagine the camera roll has your picture and WeHo in between bars?
No, I
I
know.
won't say the rest.
Oh, you have plenty of pictures of me. That's why I was
I'm like, girl.
this was a test. That's why I asked you that.
I'm text, whatever. Because you know what I can do with text is deny. That's altered. That's altered. What am I going to do with the damn picture? So I'm like, no, I will go
Oh.
with the text. Although I'm sure I'll get canceled.
Okay, one to go along with that. Would you rather let your crush be in your mind and know all your thoughts that you've thought about them, or go through have your phone and go through your whole phone?
Wait, hold on. You're going to have to explain a little bit more there.
Like go through your thoughts,
Or have them go through my phone.
or let them have access to your phone, like complete 100% access.
Oh, one thing's for sure, it's the same thing then, because I'm gonna be texting all my friends about it. So
which one would you choose? Your actual thoughts?
my phone, because hopefully he just skims through it and doesn't see it. Not you. Look at her cheating on the Would You Rather's.
That one was a good one though, because I don't know what I would.
Oh,
choose.
my next one's not bad.
Okay, go.
This is a pretty innocent one. Would you rather spend 7 straight days with Larsa Pippen for $50,000 or spend 3 straight days with Ariana from Real Housewives of Miami for $10?
Larsa Pippen.
Oh, damn, an extra 4 whole days.
Man,
and I'm talking about share a bed, like straight, like you guys.
Make a sex tape. Yeah, it'd be great.
Oh, and for those of you that know, she literally
I can't stand her.
She can't stand Larsa Pippen.
Yeah, but I'm not a fool.
Which I don't get it. Like I don't like her. She's just, I don't know. I don't have hate like that for anybody though.
I have 2 more that I want to ask, but I'll do one.
You already asked 3, technically.
I have 2 more good ones.
Okay, fine, whatever. Because I only have 1 more.
Okay, this one.
I literally told her, I said, think of 3 would you rathers.
Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self?
Oh, that's a great one.
Period.
Future self, because hopefully I'd be smart enough to tell myself which lottery numbers to pick. So I'm going to say future. Screw the past me. I hate the past me.
That's all you're thinking about?
I want to be rich, girl. What do I care about anything else, girl? I'm going to die.
No, I just thought like...
No, past me, like, well, I guess isn't it the same thing, really? Like, if I were to go speak back to the past, I could, yeah, then I could change it. So it's kind of the same thing. But also, too, yeah, I don't care about the past me. Because also, I'm a firm believer, and I always say this, like, I hate people who, like, perfect example, like, people will bring up, like, things that, like... Jeffree Star said this in 2007. I'm like, or not 2007, sorry, in like 2003. I'm like, oh my God.
People change. Like if I look,
I've changed.
Every year,
I've changed.
I look at myself 6 months ago, a year. I've changed mentally, physically. Like people just change. I change what I like.
But people these days don't allow that though. They hold your
you're
past
out of your mind.
Yep.
I've been fucking people. We're like 100 versions of ourselves.
Yeah.
You just keep like we're still me. We're still evolving. Me. Mm-hmm. But it's like what's important to me changes. Like the people.
Well, what I have said before and what triggers me is because, and I'm just being so transparent on this damn podcast, and I told you this already before, the old me of like when I was a teen, because I grew up with my mom who does not know how to communicate her feelings whatsoever. If I was mad at you, I would call you a fat this and screw you this and CUNT. Like I would.
Yeah, you didn't know how to communicate. Yeah.
Rather than simply saying, you really hurt my feelings with what you did. Exactly. I would have attacked you. And it's so crazy because if social media was around and I called you all of that, they would think like I'm such a horrible person and such a bully and such this. And it's like, at that age, I just didn't know how to process my emotions.
Well, that's how you were taught to process your emotions.
Exactly, but people wouldn't understand that.
People don't give you a fucking chance on the internet.
Exactly. That's why I'm anti-culture.
Somebody said in our comments, just people feel so vindicated by like telling you either you're wrong, you're stupid, or like anything you do. People feel like on a high horse to like cast down.
But that's what I say. I'm like, every single person on the internet has a past. And they've all made mistakes before, whether they want to believe it or not. So that's why I'm saying the past me doesn't matter because it's all about who I am in the future.
Joe Rogan said it. You are not your past.
100%
you are not your past.
I'm sorry to say this, but how many people were arrested?
You are the person that learns from it.
Yes. How many people were arrested and changed? How many people were drug addicts, alcoholics and changed? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
How many people were like, just going through horrible times and they went to desperate measures, thieves and whatever, and they changed. Like, I don't know. People are just
so future self for the lotto tickets.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
solely for that reason.
Your turn.
My last one here. Oh, this is a good one too. Okay, so it's not that bad. Would you rather lick the sweat off of Justin Timberlake's balls after a concert, or let Post Malone sit on your face after performing at Coachella?
Mm. Sit on my face like in his taint or his
Sit on, girl, everything.
Probably Justin Timberlake.
Really?
He's been my husband since I was a little girl.
Since forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would probably go with that one too.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just want to meet Post Malone more because
I want to cuddle with Post Malone.
I don't give a shit about Justin Timberlake. I'm sorry.
I want to cuddle. Okay, well.
Well, I mean, he doesn't bother me, but I'm just like, he does nothing for me.
No, Justin Timberlake. What my whistle? This is a good one. It's funny.
Okay, that's your last one.
We're
moving on.
Would you rather always be extremely overdressed or underdressed, even in bed?
Oh.
When I read this, I was fucking dying.
Why is that the hardest one for me to
I
answer?
know.
Because I'm like, I hate you. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I hate dressing up. Like, there's one thing about me. I've always said this. I will get triggered. Not that I want an open casket funeral, but I will be triggered in the afterlife if you put me in a suit. Because not in this life will I wear a suit.
Oh, no, I'll put you just like this.
Literally,
I will literally put you like this.
Let me be comfortable.
I'll put you a little White Claws around you.
Even if I died with a six-pack, I still don't, like, me dressing nice, I just don't like it. Like, I'm a bum, and that's just it.
Okay, but if you're at a wedding and you're extremely underdressed.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, in that specific instance, only because I would be so embarrassed to be in a damn hoodie and basketball shorts at a wedding.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go
all the time. You're gonna be overdressed.
Yeah, I'll sleep in a tux.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna screw it. I know.
You're gonna be at the little corner bar.
I would be a miserable person.
I'm gonna pee because I'm just thinking of you.
No, I literally wouldn't go to the little corner bar. Then I'm just gonna I'm like, oh hey, we're gonna go to Nobu tonight, okay?
Everything's all
We're not going to Falcon instead. We're going to Nobu. Just letting you know. Oh hey, we're gonna go to Ruth Chris tonight. Just to go to the bar. Yeah, I'm like, girl, so that way I fit in.
I thought that was so funny.
I'm on Disneyland. We're getting VIP services only. Okay, moving on.
Funny.
We do have some hot topics. And, well, actually, I guess this is probably considered one of the hot topics. If you guys did not see last week's episode, we did talk about the Kansas City, I was going to say Kansas City Chiefs.
No, ma'am.
So last week we did talk about the really mysterious case about 5 friends turned it out to be partying at a house or whatever. They watched the game and 3 of them ended up dead in the backyard. Well, the toxicology
resort. Keep going. Go ahead. You're on a roll. Keep going.
If you guys watched last week's episode, I kept on saying resort. Like
toxicology result.
Toxicology results came in, and there was high amounts of fentanyl and cocaine in their system. So
now we're doing more than watching a game.
Literally. In your also too, the homeowner, who everyone was saying like, okay, things are starting to look suspicious, and myself included, I was like, this makes things very interesting. The fact that you are a chemist or scientist, we forgot his title, whatever it is.
He's an HIV scientist.
Is he really?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you that. HIV
I knew he was a scientist or chemist or whatever, but I didn't know. Oh. Well, then that doesn't make it... Okay, see, I wish I would have known that from the get-go, because I was thinking that he was just like a all-around chemist. Like, he could,
I don't think that it gave him, like, HIV. I don't know.
Well, you're not going to die that fast for me. Girl,
yeah, that's why I don't think... I just thought it was interesting because I've never heard of an HIV scientist.
Well, that's how they come up with PrEP and all these pills and cures and everything.
Do you remember that time that I seen the PrEP commercial? I was like, why is there so many gay men in this commercial? Literally, I didn't know what PrEP was.
She didn't know what PrEP was, and I was like, girl, it's a PrEP commercial.
And I was like, why is everybody gay?
There was one straight couple. Just one.
Yes.
And then 6 gays.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the toxicology results came back, and in your opinion now, do you think that the homeowner still looks fishy, or do you...
He left to go to rehab. He left.
But don't you think that he was obviously there doing drugs too and said that could have been me? Because I said in our
that's what I said. He's scarred because they said, like, it came from him that he's overwhelmed that his friends died and he realized he needed to go to rehab. But I think it's very convenient.
I think it's very convenient, but also at the same time, too, I think it was an eye-opener because I did just say in our last episode about how I used to rave and, like, the amount of pills that I got to, and I seen some things happen in front of me. Like, dude, people literally taken out on stretchers, people seizuring and everything, and I was like, it was my wake-up call. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was his wake up call. I genuinely think that he probably was partying there with them, and maybe he had a higher tolerance. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why
Wait, are you on his side now?
Now that the toxicology results came back, I don't.
But how did all three of them overdose and this one didn't?
I mean, like I just said, maybe he had a tolerance. That's why he's going to rehab. Because,
They're
okay,
his drugs.
say for
Yeah.
example, girl, how you always comment about how much we drink to non-drinkers, we look like we're alcoholics. But can you imagine giving what we drink to somebody who doesn't drink?
Yeah, they'd be laid out.
They'd be laid out, throwing up, blacked out, and we're like, oh, we're fine.
We could finish a case and be like, oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
good
and then
one.
say to Sally Sue down the street who never had a
Sally
drink in her
Sue gonna be on the sidewalk, Sally suing. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So maybe he, was
Well,
like,
if they were his drugs, yeah, maybe he had a tolerance.
and
to
maybe
it.
he was like, oh, here's some party favors. Do them if you want to do them. You know what I mean?
True.
At the end of the day, though, I do have to say this: if he did provide them, then he could get charged for that. If he did
On a technicality.
technicality.
Yeah. So maybe that's why he dipped out so fast.
Maybe, but then also I do have to say too, as grown adults, like if you were to offer me a substance and I chose to take it, that's my fault. Do you know what I mean?
As an adult.
As an adult,
I'm
and they're all
sorry,
adults.
Peer
so.
pressure does exist, and I believe
100%.
it's real. But you can't blame somebody when you're an adult. Like,
Yeah.
if
But they will though.
if somebody offered me cocaine, I'm not gonna take it. Why?
Yeah.
Because I've never done cocaine and I
Yeah.
don't want to. If you offer me alcohol, yeah, I'm gonna take it.
And
If
you
you
already have
offer-
a deviated septum too, so like you don't want to mess that up anymore.
What the fuck you mean?
Nothing.
I ain't got no deviated septum.
Oh, I was just trying
Don't
to think
tell the
of...
people that.
No. Well, I have a video of her snoring in my seat, so I was just assuming you had a deviated.
And I'm always like, Tim, I don't think I snort, but I always tell you to record me when I'm sleeping.
Literally, because I told her, I was like, because I always tell whoever sleeps with me, I'm like, I snore like a bear, so just
I never hear you snoring. I never.
It's because I don't really sleep.
But
like,
I think I sleep deep.
No, well, so anyways, I told her, I was like, oh yeah, you were snoring last night. She's like, no, I was like,
And
yeah, you did.
they record me.
Yeah, so she was
I
like,
don't believe you.
She's like, record me next time that you do. And so she knocked out my car, and she's all.
And then low-key, I was embarrassed because, like, imagine I'm sleeping at this fool's house and I'm all snoring.
I don't think that's embarrassing, and that's what I even told you too.
And I didn't.
Like,
I snore subtly.
Yeah.
So it's not like an aggressive snore. So
and I told her
whatever.
I've woken myself up. Literally, I swear to God, I've woken myself up from how loud I snore. Like, it'll be like that, I'll be like, oh my God, dude, I thought there would be a hog in the house, and I'm like, oh nope, just me.
It's like little piggies ready.
Yes. So that's why I'm like, I don't ever judge anybody who does, because honestly, like, don't you think if I had control over that, like what can I do about it? You know?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's why I'm like, I will say this though, while I was at my fattest, I did definitely snore way more. But now that I've lost weight,
For real?
it's 100%. It's gone down big time.
No.
Yes, it's gone down big time. And you know what's so crazy is my dad actually had 3 surgeries. 3 surgeries for snoring. Still snores. Didn't do shit.
So what surgery?
There's a surgery for it, girl. Through his nose, through his throat.
What?
Yes, and he still snores. That's why I'm like, I guess it's just hereditary, you know?
No, it's gonna be hereditary. Oh, okay. I was like,
Okay, hold on. Side note. Hey, Rosa. Hey, Nora. Hey, Yessie. So, okay, I'm sure you guys have heard us mention Rosa before. That's my other bestie. She has sisters, right? And her sister Nora, me and Rosa used to always go to the movie theaters to watch scary movies. And there was one time we were like, oh, we really want to go see Hereditary, you know? And then she's like, oh, can I go with you guys to see Hereditary? Me and Rosa lost our mind because she's in all sincerity Hereditary. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hereditary? So ever since then, we call it Hereditary. Yes, inside joke.
That's hilarious.
Hereditary.
That's hereditary.
Yes. What topic were we talking about there before we got onto hereditary? Snoring.
Snoring.
My whole thing is like, oh, you know what used to trigger me is my ex would like shake me if I were to like snore too loud. And let me tell you, I have so many recordings of him because...
Yeah, what?
Hold on. Not only this fool, he's a little tiny little twink. Like, how are you a grown-ass man, 5'9", weighing in at 130 pounds?
Not weighing in.
Weighing in at 130 pounds. How are you that skinny?
And he snores?
Well... Yes, he snores, but then also, too, speaking of which, while we were in Europe, somebody went at him crazy because they were like, why are you cosplaying as Anne Frank? And I was like, I agree. Cut your hair, get some weight.
Put that journal down.
Oh, my gosh. So anyways, no, my whole thing is just like, you know, we're going to Vegas.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Mm.
The three guys, or three guys that passed
Oh,
away.
this. How did we get to start?
I don't think he murdered them, in my opinion.
Oh, did
I
we
just,
accept him?
yeah, because I was just making a little joke. I don't think that he
You don't
murdered
think
them.
so?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think that they
Okay.
all were messing
You
around,
think
and
they were doing too much fun stuff?
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we gonna see.
Well,
Well, honestly, at this point, they don't have proof. They either they charge them or they don't. They don't have
yeah.
proof.
But I think that they will try to make it out to be like, oh, he provided it. Because if he provided it,
And
then
you
he
will
will get
charged for
yeah.
providing drugs.
Which I think it's like he'll probably get like, if he were, probably what, like 6 to 8
Didn't a
years.
celebrity die OD on fentanyl and that person got charged? What celebrity was it?
The drug dealer?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
I do, but
if you think about it, let me know.
I know.
This topic right here, I want to fight. I want to fight. And there are very little things that I feel so passionately about, but things like, say, for example, I've hung out with girls before who are like, oh my God, I'm so fat. And I've always been a firm believer in, like, no matter how you feel, that's how you feel. Like, there's the skinniest of skinny people out there. You know what I mean? Like, there's this girl, her name's Eugenia Cooney, and she's like, honestly, like, this is her arm. I'm not exaggerating. This is her arm. And for whatever reason, hey, maybe she feels fat, right? I get it. Sometimes you just can't help
Some body dysmorphia.
body dysmorphia, right?
Yeah.
But by the masses, I get triggered. Patrick Mahomes
No, good night.
is getting roasted, apparently, for his quote-unquote dad bod. Are you okay? Do you need to take a break?
I was gonna give me another drink.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Wait, a
Oh,
little brief
yeah.
intermission. I was like, girl, I'm on. What you doing,
Yeah,
girl?
why you scooting
I'm on. Hurry
over?
up and get into it, girl. Damn, she's straight hooging that damn thing. Anyways, so they posted these pictures. I guess his wife posted these pictures of him like at the beach or whatever.
I want to know how you guys feel about Brittany Mahomes. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't
Go
know
ahead.
a single thing about her, so I can't even form
Go
an
ahead.
opinion. So people were all commenting about his dad bod, not him being in the NFL having a dad bod. Oh, I can't believe he has a dad bod, whatever, right? So he commented back to like TMZ and everybody commenting. He said, yo, why they have to do me like that? Mahomes jokingly said on his account, and then he put hashtag bod, dad bod season. I'm triggered by this
Let me see
because
his body.
I would be the happiest person in the world if I had this body.
He doesn't have a dad bod.
Thank you.
He just doesn't. He's not ripped like the running backs.
Yes, but how many like fat guys are there in the NFL, right? My whole thing is I hate that this whole dad bod thing is literally
I'm sorry,
now.
dad bods were never meant to be like intentionally sexy. His body's hot. He has a nice body.
Thank you. My whole thing is like me now would be a dad bod. Like me now.
Yeah, no, a dad
like,
bod is like a pudgy man.
Pudgy. And the fact that now dad bod has changed into, oh, you look like you can go to the gym for 2 weeks and that's it. I'm like, for me, I need to go to the gym for 2 years. Like, come on. You know what I mean? I get triggered by this type of stuff
I didn't
because
see that.
yes, dude, it literally just came out like yesterday. And I'm so triggered by stuff like this because it's all over Twitter, you know, the Twitter gaze or something else. I get so irritated that people now think that that's a dad bod.
It's not.
I'm like, it's
a nice stomach. He has a nice stomach. It's
I think
defined,
so. I
it's
will
muscular.
take it. I will take it. I'm like,
him and his personality is like a dad personality. Maybe.
Well, isn't he a dad? No, what does
He
that
is
have to
a
do with
dad.
dad bod?
He's just like, "Meow, meow."
Well,
But his body, no, I never seen him without a shirt. He got a nice little tummy on him.
I'll tell you what, I'll take that body all day, every day.
Just not a dad bod.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next topic right here. If you guys did not know, we are going to be going to Japan very soon. And this is all dealing with the NFL because next week is the Super Bowl. Speaking of 90 Day Fiancé and Super Bowl, right? I mean, speaking of Super Bowl, talk about 90 Day Fiancé. We heard the best phrase that we've ever heard in our entire lives. That guy who's like on drugs. I forgot his name. Anyways, he said in one episode, he said, I got to go take the Browns to the Super Bowl. Genius. Why did we never think of that?
When I first heard that, I was rolling.
Yeah, I was like, okay, hilarious.
The Browns to the Super Bowl.
Browns to the Super Bowl. Anyways.
I hope y'all get that.
Well, I never heard of the Browns before up until me, you, and your sister had that debate about.
The
I was like, that's black. And you guys, it's brown. I'm like, you're saying it's brown because you know it's brown. Anyways.
Yeah, period.
So, speaking of Japan, there was this viral TikTok of a guy who, I don't know if it was like his sisters, whatever. He was like there in the house with 3
Some
girls. He
girls.
created this whole slideshow
Mm-hmm.
of, can Taylor Swift make it to the Super Bowl to see Travis Kelce at the Super Bowl? Because she has a show on the 10th in Japan, Tokyo to be exact. And it's like, dude, they're 17 hours ahead. So these girls are so low-key. Like, honestly, he told them that they're X amount of hours ahead and they still couldn't put the math together. So on the 10th at 6 p.m. in Tokyo, it's like, okay, that's still the 9th for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically.
A day behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, this like went viral. I sent it to her earlier. Please tell me why. Oh, by the way, it went viral. It had like over 1 million likes on it. It had 11.3 million views. The embassy of Japan
No, ma'am.
released a statement, and it said, despite the 12-hour flight and 17-hour time difference, the embassy can confidently speak now to say that if she departs Tokyo in the evening after her concert, she should comfortably arrive in Las Vegas before the Super Bowl begins. Because she should arrive the day before.
Yeah, that's at like 8 in the morning or something, right?
I forgot the exact time.
Stupid,
Yeah.
She has a day to
She has
get back into.
Yes, she could sleep and everything. She could sleep the whole time.
She's been at every game this season. She gonna be at the Super Bowl.
She's gonna be at the Super Bowl because like she's like hired to be
Ma'am,
there.
because
she's paid.
Thank you, ma'am, because she is in cahoots.
Hold on though. Would you be like is that a word? Dumbfounded.
Ma'am, did you just say gum? Gum-founded?
I forgot to say it. I was gonna say gobstopped and then gum came out. I don't know. Anyways, gobstop. Would you be gobstopped? Would you be everlasting gobstoppers?
I would be gobstopped.
Would you be everlasting gobstopper? Are you okay right now? She literally, you guys are watching her on live. Wait, did you take a sleeping pill before coming on today?
No.
You're gonna watch. She's gonna watch his back.
Not to my recollection.
She's gonna watch his back and be like, "Was I okay?" This is her. I'm all talking to her right now.
I'm just listening to what you're gonna. What you said? Am I gonna be gobstopped about what?
If she ends up pregnant by him. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
No, I'm just saying, like, would you? Because so you and like everyone on the internet is a believer that no, this is hired by NFL.
Okay, I didn't say that. What I said was
it's fake. You've said it's fake, ma'am.
It seems fake.
Yes. Okay. So what I'm saying is,
for several reasons, I've had that viewpoint way before we ever got this far to the Super Bowl, and now I have my other reasons why I feel that way. But if they got pregnant,
yeah, like if she ended up pregnant,
I would be gum-founded. Period.
Gum-founded. Oh my god, I sent her this.
When you're fresh.
I said no. You know what's funny? When I said gum, I automatically thought of HRH collection. I sent her this video before. If you guys know HRH, you guys know HRH. She literally made a video before and she's like, I just don't understand how people who have a gummy smile don't realize they have a gummy smile. Like, can't you cover your mouth? I was like,
yeah, she went in on those people.
I was like, oh my god, girl.
Yeah.
She don't care.
That's one thing about it.
Do you think she has a personality disorder? Like, for real?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like she's functional and like she can.
The things that she says are hilarious, but then also I'm like, you're not normal.
No.
Like, you're not normal.
The same way Trisha Paytas has all the fast food outfits.
Yes.
Like,
well, not just that. Oh, I thought you were gonna say personalities. Sorry, I just agreed, and I was like, "Wait, you said fast food outfits?"
And like she's not well. Yeah. Like she's cool, she's fine. I guess she's raising kids, but you're not normal.
Well, both of them. HRH is pregnant right now.
No, she's not.
I literally sent you a picture of her ultrasound and everything, ma'am.
She called it a rat. That's
gonna be the name. Oh, also another hot topic. Oh my god, we got a bunch of hot topics today. Did you see that Snoop Dogg turned down a deal from OnlyFans where they offered him $100 million to quote unquote pull that thing out? Did you see that? And do you know what his response to OnlyFans was?
What?
This is a quote. I've got a black wife, ... Ain't no way in the world she's gonna allow me to go on there. I don't give a fuck what color the wife is. My whole thing is, would you allow your husband, and they've been together for a long time. I'm gonna be like, okay, honest.
Like, I know he's like cheated on her.
Ma'am, they've been married forever, and they met in high school.
So for well beyond 20 years, well beyond.
Ma'am, it's probably 30.
Yeah.
It's like literally probably 30.
$100 million? 35.
So my question is, if you were married to your man for 30 years and OnlyFans offered him $100 million, And it said, this is the quote, this is also quoted from OnlyFans, quote unquote, pulled that thing out. It didn't say make
Like
a tape.
make
Yeah.
a whole
So
video,
just maybe, hey, like, we're gonna pay you $100 million
couple
to post a
pics.
couple nudes, you know? Would you allow your man to do it for $100 million?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, because you know me, I'm very traditional, and I don't want to be in an open
But I'm
relationship. I
like,
don't want to, like, you know.
but then the thing is, like, if you're Snoop Dogg, you're Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, but I don't think Snoop Dogg has $100 million. You know what I mean? Like Snoop
What's
Dogg,
his net worth?
maybe it's a lot because he also has like a lot of
Yeah, I think
brand
he has a lot of
deals.
venture. He does Corona.
Yeah, but I'm like Snoop Dogg low key, like sure everyone knows him. He's like iconic, but then
Man,
also
he's
at the
been
same
around
time,
for years, and he's
it
been
says that his net
consistent.
worth is $160 million. But my whole thing is first of all, do factor in your net worth counts as, say for example, if you bought a $75 million house, even if you don't have the money you're still paying on it, that's still your net worth.
Yep.
I could go out, well, not I can't. I could go out and buy $100 million house, and my net worth will change to $100 million. You know what I mean? My whole thing is, if they're making you a cash offer for $100 million, I'm sorry, I would let my
Maybe he
man
don't
do it
want
all
to show
day.
his dangling.
Yeah,
But that's crazy that $100 million isn't convincing enough, right?
girl, would you do it?
Oh, ma'am, you can see whatever you want. Ma'am, you can see whatever you want.
Have you heard of Wiki Feet? Wiki Feet?
No. I have beautiful feet. No.
Oh, well, here you go. So there's this whole thing, you know, Wikipedia, right?
Yeah.
So it's called WikiFeet, and basically celebrities, influencers, people on the internet, whatever, they put people's feet on there and rate them. Men, women, all of the
Do you get
above.
money?
I don't know.
I feel like it's very difficult to like do feet on the internet because there's so many people doing it. Like,
Yeah.
it's girl bitches that, oh, I got X amount of dollars for sending feet pics, or like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you know how hard it is.
Feetfinder.com.
It's not that you just get on the internet, put your feet pics, and then you get $1,000. It's not. It doesn't work that way.
I think that if you have a following, like say for
If
example,
you have a following,
yes, like okay,
yeah,
can you imagine if Nicki Minaj, because she's been posting pictures of her feet, can you imagine if she did her little girl? We're gonna
that's
pay her.
but you have a like. It's
Yeah.
not the average Joe that can just get on there and be like, oh, you want to see my feet? And
Without showing your face or
I have
anything.
hot feet. I know I do.
Yeah, they smell hot, girl. Like hot mustard.
Hey, if anybody wants pictures of my feet for money, let me know.
Hey, can you imagine you get a DM? I'll send
Ma'am.
you $10 for.
I will. $10. Yeah, I would. Ma'am.
I mean, what do you gotta do? You're like, oh, I would do it anyways if I
like-
was at the river.
Ma'am, there you go.
Anyways, okay. One last hot topic before we get into the main story, which I have to pee, but
Me
let's
too.
go ahead and talk about. You know what? No, let's go ahead and take a commercial break because low key this is gonna be a long one. I can feel
Okay,
it.
good. Yeah, you know
One
me.
last hot topic, and then we're gonna get into the juicy story of when I was in 13 going on 30, starring Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer. I was gonna say Aniston.
Ruffalo is hot.
Jennifer
Garner.
Garner. They're gonna
Mark
be like, bitch, you
Ruffalo's
weren't
a
in it. I got
baddie.
proof, girl. I was in there. Anyways, we'll be right back. And we are back. How was your tinkle, tinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle?
Hey, your seat is high.
I told you.
I was like dangling.
I told her I ordered this new seat off of Amazon,
For
and
the toilet.
I underestimated 3 inches, and I should know 3 inches real well.
No.
It's high, huh?
I was like, okay. Yeah,
it's easy on the knees.
No, it's chill. It was
I know,
just,
for
like,
a tall person, though, it's good, but you
Yeah,
a
I
little
was like,
shorty,
oh.
shorty.
So funny.
You know what I just remembered, too? Is the other day I was scrolling through Twitter, as I usually do, and there was a disabled cow and a disabled chicken that were BFFs, and it kind of reminded me of me and you.
You were obviously the cow.
Yeah. It was pretty and fluffy. And then the chicken was...
All missing feathers.
Yeah.
The beaks all
Just
fucked up.
beat up, you know? And they would cuddle together and everything. And there was like
Would
a
they?
compilation of them. Like the chicken would go and like cuddle by them. And so I was like, and it said that they were both disabled.
Have
and I
you
was
ever
like,
seen the long-haired cows where the girl does their hair with the Dyson?
No, but I've seen long-haired cows, but I've never...
Oh, no, she does her cow's hairs with the Dyson. And she'll do it, like, and the hairstyles are cute, girl. Like, pigtails with ribbons. And she'll do this, girl.
She got sponsored by Dyson.
Yeah, she goes off on her cows. I love her videos. And they're like the beautiful long-haired cow. You know,
So whenever you see that, do you feel bad to eat a cow?
No. I don't think the cows I'm eating are the fucking beautiful
Yeah.
Dyson hairs.
Well, they're probably not even cows.
Yeah, they're like mutated and shit.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but after seeing those videos of the chickens that they like clone that
Ma'am.
grow with no beaks and no feathers and
I
stuff.
mean, we just literally when we go buy meat at the market, you just like cross your fingers and hope for the best.
I'm telling you, after that one documentary, dude, it's going on 7 years now. What was it called? What the Health? Or was that the recent one? No, the recent one's You Are What You Eat. What the Health is the one I think that I was like, so I'm not gonna eat meat no
it's
more.
sad if you really like dive into that shit.
Not even as just sad, it's just gross. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, think of like the filth.
I think of you every day. Okay, moving into our very last hot topic. In recent news, Justin Timberlake is seething. That's a quote, and this is from an inside source. That drama with Britney Spears is overshadowing his new music because a while ago Britney Spears had put out like an apology. But if you guys have seen the clip of Justin Timberlake when he had, I want to say that's why I was like at the Fontainebleau Fontainebleau
in Vegas and New
Okay,
Year's.
do you want to know something? We were sitting at it's called Bonsai Teppanyaki on the Carnival Cruise, right? And I had made a comment about, because this guy was talking about like, oh, have you seen the new most expensive casino and hotel on Vegas? And I was like, oh yeah, the Fontainebleau. And he's like, oh no, it's Fontainebleau. And he's like, I worked on it because he works for elevators.
Who is he?
Dude, it's so funny.
Oh, he was a random guy.
Yeah, the random guy.
Okay.
And he's in my video because I was like recording the chef or whatever, and he's in it. Anyways, right? I was like, and he corrected me on it. So I was like, oh, okay, since he worked on it, then okay, then it's, Fontainebleau. But then I look at the spelling of it and I'm like, how is that fountain?
I feel like I heard somebody say Fontainebleau.
It looks like Fontaine.
Yeah.
It's not spelled like.
Where is it?
It's
in Vegas, I know.
The end of the strip by like Stratosphere.
Resorts World?
Oh, yeah, down there on that end.
You know T-Pain has a concert at Resorts World?
Really?
In a club in there?
Oh.
No.
I love T-Pain.
Dallas told me about it.
So he performed. I think he did the opening thing, and then he started off with an apology. But then I don't know what the hell happened, and then Britney Spears posted an apology. Whatever,
Hers
vice versa.
was like 2 days ago, and she said how much she loves his new song "Selfish."
Yes,
and she put like,
yes,
said all this stuff.
So she apologized, basically, obviously talking about his song or whatever. But then he went out there and did a concert, and he said, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody.
Okay, but who's the person that's correlating this? That says, oh, he's talking about Britney.
I just think, obviously...
It's the media.
I just think it's obviously... Well, who else would he be... Hold on.
What do you mean?
Take Britney Spears out of the equation. Who's he talking about?
Anybody. He's been gone. He's been MIA.
He's not from One Republic. He doesn't sing a apologize song.
But he's been MIA from music, and then he came back, and maybe he's trying to do like that like, oh, I want to apologize to nobody. I'm still gonna come back and be Justin Timberlake. Like it can be, and I want to like people just take shit and be like, oh, they're talking about this. She's talking about we know she's talking about him because she said his song is great, whatever.
Yeah.
But if she wasn't, like people just take shit and run with it. And it's like, okay, or he could have seen her post and said, I ain't apologizing to nobody.
Yeah, which is true. But I do have to think that he has a very highly skilled and trained PR team who knows that she posted it.
He's like he's been around for how many years, dude?
Yeah.
Like, dude, he doesn't get...
He's been around for so many years, but also within the past, 5, 6,
He's getting all kinds of little hairy messes.
I think he was on a show on Netflix called Reptile that I haven't watched, that I do want to watch, though.
No, he wasn't.
Dude, is it called Reptile?
How did I not watch it?
Yeah, I know. Look, I think it's called Reptile.
Oh, it's a movie. I watched it.
Movie.
It's a movie.
Oh,
it was good.
Okay.
Honestly, so bias. It was a good movie.
She's so biased.
Benicio del Toro was in it, and Alicia Silverstone from Clueless.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
I haven't seen it, but I did actually want to watch it, like for real.
No, watch it.
I'm not a Justin Timberlake hater, and I'm not a Justin Timberlake fan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm very mutual about him. I just think what it is like, I feel bad for Britney Spears, but
I do
then
too, but I don't think that's in relation to Justin Timberlake.
I think that there's some type of correlation also too. So this quote from an inside source, right? So whenever there's a quote from an inside source, I'm sorry, but in my opinion, 9 times out of 10, it's true because people will leak things to the press. Like say for example, I'm a celebrity, right? And you're like, oh, you're my known BFF, and you're with me here, and TMZ sees you out in West Hollywood, and they're like, hey, what's up with Tim? How does he think about
He's
this?
on crack.
Oh, he doesn't like this. Oh, he doesn't like he's
Mm.
seething over this. They're gonna take that and run with it, even though I didn't fucking say it. But obviously, you know what I mean. I think that there has to be some type of truth to it, in my opinion. Especially because how is she gonna come out with an apology, and then he's gonna go and say that? Because my whole thing is like, why would you?
And I feel like a party has to believe Britney Spears because she's so fucking unhinged that clearly she's controlling her own social media.
Oh, well, she needs to not. I will say this: she needs to not
Yeah.
be controlling her own social media because,
Dude, I just
her account's private now. By the way,
I seen that.
I went to go look at her thing, and I was like,
see. And first of all,
I
who's
thought
Maria?
I followed her.
Who's Maria?
You're the one that said that. We talked about it before, and I was like, oh, it's called like Maria River Red, and you're like, oh, Rosie the whatever, Rosie the Riveter. Yes, and I was like, what's that? And you're like, oh, the army lady. I was like, oh, I didn't know she had a name.
I did see that she was private the other day. That's so funny that you said that.
I was like, oh, she's definitely managing her own shit.
She's unhinged.
Hold on. Speaking of unhinged, because
Wasn't she naked in a
I just
hotel?
I just want to say she got banned from the Four Seasons. Don't quote me on
In
this.
what
We're not the
city?
news. I think it was in Hollywood. The Four Seasons in Hollywood.
For being butt naked at the pool.
For topless, they said. For being topless at the pool.
Is that hard to believe?
No. She posts pics all the time of being topless at the pool.
Dude.
That's why I'm like, I feel bad for her, but then also at the same time too. Okay, this is such a hot take, and honestly, I want us to do a hot takes episode, and I'm ready. I'm ready to be canceled for it. But it's always been one of my hot takes, and I did say this before on my main channel when I made a video before about Britney Spears. Is I said I don't think that her dad should have been running her conservatorship. But I do think that she probably did need to continue on a conservatorship for X amount of years until she gets, like...
acclimated, if you will.
Dude, so I don't... Okay, because I'm dumb. I'm a high school dropout. I didn't know how else to, like, word it. I didn't say it on video, but I'm going to say it now. Because my whole saying of what I wanted to say is if you take a wild animal, put it into captivity... for X amount of years, yes, and then release it, it's not going to know how to function. It's going to die. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, if I say that, people are going to be like...
She's like still like 17,
yeah,
18 from when... And then we've...
No,
me
not
and
that
you,
girl. No, she had her breakdown way later than that girl.
No, but mentally, she's just like...
I think she's stuck at like 26.
But me and you have had this conversation how many times? Severe fame impacts people. Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, like all these people, like severe, intense fame...
I think
that's not normal, dude.
In children, in child stars.
But I think even for adults, look at somebody like Mariah Carey. Everybody loves you. They see you, they go crazy. You can walk anywhere in the world, and people are gonna know who you are, and they go ape shit. You standing on a stage, there's thousands of people losing their mind for you. That's not normal.
No, it's 100% not normal, but I do think there are people that are made for it, because I'm so sorry to say this, but I think the Kardashians are a perfect example of they're ready for the fame, they're clocked in for the fame, and they know how to handle the fame.
Well, they have everything set up for that.
But perfectly. I do want to say this. Lady Gaga went on record before and said, it ain't that damn hard to go incognito if you want to. Get a makeup artist, change it, put on a wig, because Lady Gaga
goes out of Hollywood.
Not even that, but Lady Gaga before, this is a long time ago, mind you. I don't even know if she still does this, but like 10 years ago, she would have a makeup artist like do her makeup up completely different and then put on a different wig, and she would go out and no one would recognize her. Think about it. Yes, Kim Kardashian is known famous, but if you put like a big old thick blocky ass highlight wig on her, change up her makeup to super over dramatic the top, you know what I mean? People ain't gonna notice her. True. Her face is a dime a dozen now.
Don't roll up with the whole squad.
Exactly. Of course. Yeah. Key. Don't come out with a Rolls Royce. Go out in a Corolla. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're not gonna notice you.
No, but they're good.
Yeah, but I do think though. But Kim Kardashian became famous while she was already an adult. I think that it really does. Justin Bieber became famous at a teen. Same thing for Justin Timberlake, and same thing for Britney Spears. Mm-hmm. But I do think, in my opinion, Britney Spears' level of fame was well above Justin Timberlake's. Well, the records speak for themselves.
No, yeah. You know? Britney Spears, she was a solo artist.
Yeah, exactly. So like the limelight was on her. You know what I mean? I think in teens it just look at Amanda Bynes. Have you seen Amanda Bynes recently? And I have to say, I used
Ma'am.
to love Amanda Bynes when I
And
was a
she was barely
kid.
on Nickelodeon. Amanda, please. Like,
Yes.
what?
But she low-key was so talented, though. Like,
She
honestly,
was
like, to
hilarious.
be that funny, that young.
That young. She was funny.
Like, dude, basically
And
coming up with
she's
SNL
off
that quick.
her rock. Dude, she got like piercings right here and shit.
She has like a heart.
She was like married. Yeah, she has
She was
face
married?
tattoo. She was engaged or married to like some big ass fool.
Have you seen her haircut recently? My mom used to have a
No.
friend named Bridget, and I just always remind her by like
Bridget!
a mohawk that was like spiked up and then hair, like just long hair down the back.
No.
So every time that I see a picture of Amanda Bynes, I just want to say, Bridget, you look like Bridget.
No.
Yeah, it's just unhinged. But anyways, I think nonetheless, I do have to say this. I find it to be hilarious that her songs are above all of his on the charts.
Well, yeah, her whole squad came through and put her version of, like, she has a song called Selfish, I guess.
And then Liar. Liar's above his now.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, so I'm like,
dude.
but honestly, one thing about me, I can't stand stands. Like, stands
No,
get on my nerves.
hold on. I've always said that. And you know I've always said that stands to me are just way too much.
You're just too much.
Just way too much. But I do have to say, is it not coming through? Because where's his fans? He's releasing new music. How is he releasing
because
new?
his fans are old, bitch.
How is
I'm
he?
his fan. I'm not gonna go
Play his
download
song
songs.
1,700 times.
I'm not doing
then.
that.
Girl, because I feel like, how are you releasing brand new
But
music
I
and her
feel-
12-year-old music is charting over
Because I
yours?
feel like her fans are unhinged. Just like her. That's why they stand for her. And I like Britney Spears.
I was like, I don't consider myself to be unhinged. I'm not playing any of her songs.
No, she has.
Mom, you've been
song-
with me.
She definitely has bangers, and I definitely grew up on Britney Spears. But like, I feel like Britney Spears. If you're standing, if you're a stan, like I'm already questionable about you.
Yeah.
Like you don't know this person. You're never gonna know this person. They don't know you, but you. Ride
I think
for
what
them.
it is though stan culture. Yes, it could obviously be very dangerous, but then also I do view it as a outlet. Like, say for example,
or maybe that Britney Spears made them discover who they are.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an outlet because I just was about to tell you I used to listen to Britney Spears. Bitch, my
people weren't gay back when Britney Spears started popping off. That wasn't a thing to be gay, you know.
That's right when I came out.
Yeah,
dude, she was my very
Oops,
first
I did
concert.
It again. Fucking. Hit me one more time. Like,
Yeah.
like there wasn't gays like that, but
it just wasn't.
Yeah, like
you know?
my brother listened to that shit. We had posters in our room because he liked it and like he was gay, but we didn't talk about him being gay. So yes, I feel like Britney Spears has a lot of like strong allies because she was so like important to them growing up.
But not even just Britney Spears. I'm saying stan culture in general because I think, for
if
example,
Lady Gaga,
yes,
or whoever.
like Lady Gaga. If you're in a moment to where
I
her
can't
songs
stand
are
her.
speaking to you,
no, man,
then you're gonna have a relation.
Dude,
you know what I
music
mean?
is powerful.
Very powerful. But my whole thing though is I've always felt like, girl, you're just another human. Like it's just we're all the same. You know what I mean?
It's just like you're hot and I want to fuck you.
Oh.
For certain celebrities.
I don't even have it like that. You know, I love Zayn Malik. Like, or is that
you don't want to fuck him?
Yes, I said. Quite literally just said. I was like, and you know, I feel that way about Zayn Malik, but I don't feel like. Where's my poster of him? Do I even like his music like that? Do I like One Direction like that? I just look at him like he's a hot man.
Did you see in The Stranger how the alpacas were all named people from One Direction?
No, that went over my head.
Yes, she even named one of them Zayn.
Wait, you noticed that? And I did. Oh,
yes!
well, I was watching on my treadmill, girl.
Ma'am, she went through all the alpacas and then she's like Louis, Harry, Zayn.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And something, and Louis was missing. I forgot all their names, but I was like, those are One Direction.
I don't know all their names.
Yeah.
I only know Liam and Zayn and Harry.
I like the
but you
song.
Said Louis.
I like the One Direction song. What's the song?
That song. She's a stan.
The popular one. What is it?
I don't know.
The one where they were like writing a love story.
I don't have one single One Direction song. If I phone, I do like Zayn Malik's newest song though. You know, I was always playing that.
Is that the one in the car?
Yeah, okay. But then I haven't played it in a while. Oh, so now we're gonna listen to it though after this podcast.
Okie dokie.
Anyways, let's go ahead and move on because she said, "Oh, I like that One Direction song, the popular one. What's the name? That was a really good. They were literally like the highest charting boy band of like all time. Like I'm like I."
But honestly, don't you think that it has like, okay, you can compare them to NSYNC, but it's like we didn't have the digital technology the way they have
I
today.
always say that. I get triggered when people bring up, like, okay, because the biggest comparison always on social media is Cardi B to Nicki Minaj. And I get so, oh, Cardi B has X amount of streams. I'm like, when Nicki Minaj was popping off and when Super Bass was blowing up, there was no Spotify, there was no Apple Music, like there was no monthly streaming platforms. You couldn't go buy streams. When that song was popping off and blowing up,
He's on his Nicki rant, guys.
you buy the album. That's it. Hold on, wait. Ask her about Justin Timberlake though.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's a different world.
It's a different world.
It's a complete in every level.
Yeah. So that's why I say I'm like, don't compare the new people to the old people.
Like, what is that One Direction song?
I literally do. I could.
It's a good song too.
If you were to literally say, "I'll give you $1 billion,"
it's the only one I know.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know.
I did like one of their slow songs that I thought was so cute, and it was like, "'Cause all your little things are perfect to me." Some shit. Your hand fits in mine just like it was meant to be.
You know
your clit fits inside my
penis. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, are we ready to get into the damn story time or not?
That's what makes you beautiful.
Isn't that the song I was singing? Oh no.
No.
Well, what song was I singing then?
I don't know that song.
Hold on. I'm gonna Google. Okay, since she did that, I know that song. That's what makes you beautiful. I hate that song. One Direction. I'm gonna Google. Your hand fits in mine.
Story of my life.
Little Things. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. You know what? Like hot take. Not hot take. Okay. Harry.
No, thank you. Harry Styles, no thank you.
Harry Styles?
No style.
You don't even know what the fuck I'm going to say.
I know what I'm going to say.
Harry Styles can sing. He can sing.
He can't dress.
I didn't say all that, girl. My whole thing, though, is I agree with the gay community on this, is that he's queer baits. He acts like he's like bi, and I'm like, you're literally trying to gather your fan base. You're a liar. You're out here dating like Amber Heard and like all these other girls. Date a guy. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see you on your knees.
Show us on your OnlyFans.
Show us on your OnlyFans.
How you like to wear lipstick and dresses.
Yes. Come on.
Prove it.
Anyways. Oh, wait. There's no more hot takes. I mean, hot topics.
Hot takes.
Was there anything that you wanted to talk about before we get into my little brief story time? It's very brief story time.
I'm like, well. No.
Nothing comes to mind, huh? So, it is time for me to talk about my childhood acting career because my parents needed money.
Child enslavement.
No, for real. So, you know what's really funny before we get into this? Well, it pertains to this. My parents, once upon a time, were like shopping at like, I want to say it was like Sam's Club. Don't quote me. I don't remember. I was like 12. And this lady had came up to him like, "Oh, your kids are fat and ugly. Have they ever thought about being actors?"
No.
No, because at the time they were filming the live action film of Babe the Pig, and they thought that I could.
That's a good movie.
They're like, "Actually, have you heard of Charlotte's Web? Because he could play Babe."
Charlotte's Web.
No, but somebody had came up to them or whatever, and I think that they just had ended up like going through with it. And so I specifically remember during this time, it was pager time. There were cell phones, but this agency would pass out pagers, and they're like, "Oh, as soon as we paid you, call us." So stupid.
That's crazy. We're so fucking old.
I know. Because I was thinking back to this, and I was like, why couldn't they just send you a text? You know what I mean?
No,
but
ma'am.
They didn't want to put that 10-cent burden on my parents, you know? It would throw them into debt,
Literally.
you know? It was a recession. So anyways, we ended up signing up for this, all three of us, even my brother, who at the time was like 2 months old, literally, you know? Well, my parents had heard like, oh, if you take a baby, then you can get a trailer and like you get all this, you know, special catering and whatnot. I'm just playing. No, but actually babies did get a trailer. If you're a baby or whatever, if you're like under the age of like 5, you get a trailer. So anyways, they signed us up for this, and it's now my belief that they just needed extra money, because I'm like, where's my money? Like, I know my dad was not leaving work early to take me
to my little film.
Yeah.
My little film.
To literally be a background actor. I'm like, where's... I did, as soon as I hit 18, I did get a check from Wells Fargo. Dude, I want to say the check, and I was in a lot of different shows. I want to say the check was like $800. I was like, yeah. And getting into 13 going on 30, I was on set for 7 whole days for such a brief little scene, but I will give you the story time of when they paged us, whatever. They said they're working on a film, and they always would have code names. Like me and my sister were both on a movie with
Stop.
Hilary Duff, which, you know what's so funny? I specifically remember the signs because my dad was so lost. It was called A Perfect Summer, right? Turns out it was like a Cinderella story. That
The
was...
one they recorded right there in Long Beach.
Oh, it was not in Long Beach.
The cafe in Long Beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, the high school that we had went to for our little scene was not. It was somewhere in LA.
LA.
It was called A Perfect Summer.
Mm.
But anyways, I'm like, well, we were only on that for one day, and that was like later on. So when I was 13 years old, we got this call, and they were like, oh, they may need you on set for 2 weeks or whatever. So my dad was like, oh, hell yeah, that's a good opportunity, whatever. So that's why I'm like,
Now your parents pimping you out.
I know, literally. Because I'm like, what was the paycheck? I'll never know. Because so when you're a kid, they give a certain portion to the parents to supposedly like pay for the kid, and then a certain portion you can't touch until you're 18. They put it in the bank. Well, no, that's not so. That's true. Like they give the parents a certain portion.
Yeah.
But clearly, I didn't get it, girl. I'm like,
well, you have no recollection,
dude. When I was in 13 going on 30, that was right during the time I was getting bullied in school for wearing FUBU shoes. I got bullied because I thought, dude, there was these FUBU shoes from Walmart that I thought were so cute, and
dude, fuck kids.
Dude, and I specifically remember because so my dad couldn't afford to give me like they looked exactly like these, like, I don't want to call them like, yeah, no, they were like bootleg Air Force Ones that had the strap though. Do you remember the Air Force Ones that had the strap? And so I saw FUBU ones, and my dad's like, oh yeah, I can get you those, and they were like dead ass, I want to say $20 from Walmart. And then
Dude,
I got bullied, girl, big time. Hey, but also though, that's what taught me to have such a tough skin.
I had fucking Adidas with 4 stripes. I swear, I'm dead ass serious. I did.
Well, girl, I had
in
a chain
like
with 4 of them.
elementary school. I had like fucking the 4 stripe Adidas.
See, that's what
Maybe
I'm saying.
that's why now I'm like so obsessed with buying shoes because I was like, oh hell no,
You couldn't get it then.
Yeah, I couldn't get it when I was little.
Exactly. But you know what though? One thing about me though is I've always been a real bitch of like, yeah, I got fake shit. Whatever,
oh no,
whatever,
I tell my son, I'm like, dude, if I ever catch you bullying, I'm gonna beat your ass. If I ever catch you getting bullied, you better stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
but I just think it's, I don't know, it's more telling to me of like, if you get bullied, like, okay, whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's unfortunate.
no,
but if you're the
I
bully,
would never stand for my child being a bully.
Not me being the bully on 13.
I know.
Well,
finally.
So, anyways, during this time, I got casted on 13 Going on 30, which, if you guys didn't know, it's a movie starring Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner, who it's a fascination story, basically, of when they're both 13 and like they put this little magic sprinkle and then they're 30 because all they want to do is grow up because they were bullied and whatnot. They were the outcast. So during this time I got casted. Do you want to know the most random thing? And I told you this before, actually. The most random thing that always comes to my mind of 13 Going on 30 though is that I met Michael J. Fox.
The one with the Nikes.
Yes.
And Back to the Future.
Yes.
Why?
So randomly.
Yeah.
I was saving up for, okay, so before I was on Seventh Heaven, I was on Spanglish. What other show was I on? Okay, I don't want to say it was a true crime show, but I forget exactly which one it was. And you know what's so funny? Did you ever used to watch Liz McGuire? The brother was on it, and he I can't say it. He offed himself in the episode that I was on.
Oh, in the episode. Okay.
So I had a little bit of money, right? Which, mind you, my parents managed it all, but I specifically was able to get one pair of Jordans, and they were the 13s. And it was so crazy that I got my 13s, and we're on set, right? And Michael J. Fox was not in 13 Going on 30, nothing. I don't know if maybe he was friends with Jennifer Garner or Mark Ruffalo. I don't know. And he came up to me and my dad, and he was like, hey, I like your shoes. And he was wearing the same exact ones.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. But it's so funny, though, is I didn't know. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, we got the same ones.
Fucking old ass fool was.
I didn't know who he was at the time, you know?
Your dad did.
My dad was like, oh my God, because he loved Back to the Future, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, you've seen Back to the Future, you know who that is? And I was like, oh, then I put it together, you know? That's
Mm-hmm.
what, like, one of my main memories from being on 13 going on 30. Don't know why he was there. Don't know if
Mm-hmm.
maybe they were filming. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever, right? Anyway, so I got hired to be a background actor for 7 days on this, and I was casted as a bully. And I do have to say, I'll go ahead and put up on the screen the little portions that I was in. The irony of our life is I had told her today because I posted one time before. I was like, I posted on my Instagram stories. I was like, not me and 13 going on 30. And everyone was like, what? We need a story time. Tell us about it, whatever, you know? And I was like, dude, this is so crazy. Is that I was actually 13 years old. Well, 13 going on 30 was filmed. And this is now 21 years ago, which is how old it is. And I told her today, I said, oh, maybe I should tell the story time about when I was on
So
13 going on
then,
30.
okay, that was earlier today.
Dude, so
I'm driving
yes.
to your house today, and you text me.
And this is, I wish you were here though, because it would have been so even more iconic. You know what I mean? I watch RuPaul's Drag Race on Fridays before she comes over. RuPaul's Drag Race ends, and freaking 13 going on 30 starts. For those of you that watch RuPaul's Drag Race, please comment down below and let me know. On MTV, 13 going on 30 coming on right after. I was like, oh my God, we already had planned to talk about this story
It's
time.
crazy.
Yeah, so anyways, my brief little story basically about being on the show is there's not too much about it. Honestly, like
So funny.
I was casted as a little bit of a bully, and it was so funny though
You
because
had 3 separate scenes.
I had 3 separate scenes which took 7. I was literally on set for 7 days, which I have to say me and my dad both said that was the best set that we've been on cuz they had catering from all different like food companies. They
Yes,
had
ma'am.
and they had a Ben and Jerry's truck pull up. This Ben and Jerry's truck, and I was so embarrassed because one time my dad on the set, are you okay?
Yeah.
I was looking at you the whole time. I was like, are you about to cry?
My eyes watering. Yeah,
No, it was watery before. I was like, oh my gosh, she's crying. She a little sleepy poo today.
Wait, what happened
She
when you
needs
went
some
to
bath
that
salts again.
I'll
I'll give her the bath salts. So they had the Ben and Jerry's truck, right? And I was embarrassed one time because like it was on set, I want to say 3 times out of the 7 days we were there. And it was our last day. And my dad was like, fuck it, let's take them. So they had the pints. You could take a pint, or you had minis. They had little minis.
on the count, like right there.
It's a truck, and you just go up. There's nobody serving it. You could just go in there and self serve.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
So my dad just started
Ma'am. Ma'am.
taking them all. Like I want to say he took like 8 pints. Yeah.
Did he have a bag? You don't remember.
I don't remember. He had to have had a bag though. How are you gonna carry 8? I know I carried out 2. I know I carried because I remember having my 2.
She's all half baked.
I was like, we're good.
Half baked and fish food. Those are bomb.
But
Ben
she
and
had.
Jerry's is bomb. Though.
Oh hell yeah! Especially when it's free.
Absolutely.
You know what's so crazy? I remember that they had this paperweight, and I just thought it was like I was like, oh my God, someone spilled their ice cream, and my dad lifted it up. It was a paperweight. It was a Ben and Jerry's cup, and it was like spilt over, and it was a weight. Yeah. But I, as a kid, I thought like, oh
yeah.
She had asked me right before. She was like, oh, so like, did you meet Jennifer Garner or whatever? So obviously, I was on the 13 side of it. Jennifer Garner was on the 30 side of it. So I never saw her, never met her. She was never there on set. I was there with that little kid, and I was telling her the kid who was Mark Ruffalo while he was a teen, he had to wear a fat suit. I remember them putting a fat suit on him, and I was sitting there thinking like, why do you gotta like put a fat suit on him? Like I just didn't understand it. It was so weird to me, you know? But then obviously as I grew up, I'm like, oh, first of all, I was fat. So I was like,
you're all in denial. You're like, what are they doing to him?
no, I was like, use me.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need a fat kid, use me. So they put a fat suit on him, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, because I did run into him in costuming one time. I do have to say the little girl on set and all of us extras, the background actors, the little girl, don't know who she is, don't know her name. Ugh. She just ranked of bad attitude.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, she just every time because we would have like lunch. It was like they had lunch hours. That lunch was served, whatever, and they would have tables, whatever. And then when she would walk, it's so funny because how the bully girl would walk is how she would walk.
But her as herself.
As herself. Obviously, we're not recording. It's a freaking just, lunch hour or whatever. And I was like, she literally seems like the girl who's meant to be the bully, but you're meant to be Jennifer Garner as a 13-year-old.
And that's why she's her.
Yes, and I even remember my dad saying like, "Oh, like what little bitch," you know. Like she was just,
Yeah.
I think because she had the main role and all of us
Well,
kids
I
were
mean, think about it. She was probably like, what,
same age, I
12,
think.
13?
Yeah, yeah.
That shit's going to get to your head.
Yeah, but I'm like, what about the other guy? The other guy with the fat suit, he was whatever. He was chill.
Boys and girls are different.
I was just
Boys
like,
and girls are
oh.
different.
In the opening scenes, though, it was actually fun. Oh, I didn't tell you this earlier, or I don't think I told you this before. So I used to play baseball during the time, right? And it was so funny because they made us like wad up paper and throw like little paper planes and stuff. They had to do a retake because specifically I threw a paper ball and it hit the camera. Directly hit the camera. I know. And they were like, okay, no more paper balls, no more paper balls. And I was like, okay, you guys literally gave us the paper and said throw them. Like, we were meant to be bullies while she's taking her school picture. So why are you getting mad at us now for doing that, you know? But overall, I think it was a really cool experience. And it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. And I think that it was...
She's a celebrity.
Girl.
She was born this way, Maybelline.
Not her. Literally the other day when I had told her, she's like, I'm gonna Google you. I was like, it's not like I'm on IMDb because you don't get put onto any type of credits unless you have a talking scene. Do you remember I had told you? So I was actually telling her during the scene before because right when she had walked in, it was playing. And she was like, oh, what part is it, you know? And I was like, oh, it's so funny. She's like, oh, you guys are just standing there talking. And I was like, yeah, but not really talking because you can't talk.
You just like...
Yeah.
Mouth it. Yeah.
You know? So...
He's an actor.
The reason, well, no, girl, can you imagine me being an actor? Actually, I think I could be an actor. I think I can get pretty crazy. I think that I would have to be like a psychopath, though.
I think that you just have a distinct look, so they would have to figure out your character.
A crackhead, a bum, homeless.
I did not say any of that, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think that I can play a really good crackhead. Like, I know that I probably look a little bit too pretty, but like,
that's okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I was like. Crackhead. I was
no,
like,
but like I won't shave for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I think I can play a really good crackhead.
Okay.
I really. You don't
show
think
us.
Can you imagine?
I was just like crackhead. I was like, you look a little clean, but if you meant okay, I get it.
just shaved today.
You look clean.
Thank you.
We're gonna hit the streets.
She gonna hit the sheets, not the streets, girl.
No, I'm gonna go out.
Oh, good
I'll
for
put
you.
my
Come on,
tennis shoes.
Timberland. I don't know how to describe it, but like your whole outfit right now looks like a Timberland.
And look at my shoes that I'm wearing.
What are those?
My Air. What are those?
No, I'm being so serious though. What are those?
My suede Air Forces.
Oh, I couldn't tell. What
They're
type of
this
shoe.
color.
I'm used to her wearing dunks, so that's
I
why I'm like, I was like, I know
know,
those
I
aren't
know.
dunks, so I'm like, what are those?
What are those?
I like how we haven't put out a red flag. This
Oh
entire
my
time.
God.
She was so excited.
I was so excited because I got these for me and Timmy for a podcast. For whenever y'all tell us questions about your man fucking your cousin, we could be like, girl, where's your flag?
Is she literally? Look, I have mine ready,
Yeah, get your
lock
flag.
and loaded. Have our red flag. If you guys have made it this far in the video, leave us
Leave
a
your red flag emojis.
Yes, and put red flag minus the L, and we want.
You're
Can you imagine?
stupid.
Anyways, that wraps it up for this episode. I don't really have any more story times. Okay, I was on Spanglish before because since I mentioned it earlier, I don't have any story times of that. I'll tell you. You know what? Let's go ahead and wrap this up with my story time of working with Ben Stiller. No, wait.
What?
Not Ben Stiller.
Oh,
my
like
God.
I love him.
No, sorry. It was not Ben Stiller. That guy everyone's obsessed with, bitch. You even said you would fuck him. The funny one.
Sandler?
Adam Sandler. Yes.
You were.
So you don't know Spanglish.
Oh my God.
Girl, I literally was put into a bus and it was really cool because that was my first time working with water sets and it was like we were sitting in a bus. Actually, my sister was on that one with me too. And then him and
Now your parents pimping y'all out.
no, literally. Well, put your kid in it, girl.
I'm like, fuck, he looks all ethnic.
Yeah. Girl, they'll get the bonus scenes.
Yeah.
No, I think it was with Salma Hayek.
Yes, you're right.
Salma Hayek and
Daddy.
I always want to
Sandler.
say Ben Stiller.
Daddy
Adam Sandler. I saw them, but I didn't meet them. I saw them like firsthand. And that was pretty much it. We were only on set, I want to say 2 days for that. And the whole thing specifically was just out of school, literally in a bus. That was it. And you know what's really crazy is I don't have too much of memories of that.
Really?
I think I have way more memories of 13 going on 30 because I was there for 7 days.
Actively involved, yeah.
And because it was my dad taking me, you know, and the other, I don't know how I got there. Probably the neighbor.
You literally don't know?
I literally don't know. Not my dad. That too. Well, my mom wouldn't do it.
Adam Sandler.
Why is everyone? Hold on. Sorry, diverting. Why is everyone so obsessed with him? Like, yeah, he's funny and rich. Okay, I get it. But
I think it's
looks
just
wise,
like because I think for me, I can only speak for myself. I think he's just he's such a great actor. Like you can believe him in every role. And then I think that he's a daddy.
I'm sorry, but fuck the movie Click. Do you know?
Okay, come on. That fool was clearly just trying to get money right there. I mean, movies like fucking
No, but
the jewelry one and like Big Daddy.
What I was gonna say
Happy
though
Gilmore.
is okay. You're bringing up all these comedies. The very first time I watched the movie Click, I was expecting to laugh. I cried
That's like a dream. What do you call it?
when he had
No, I'm saying like I know it's the remote.
Mm-hmm.
DreamWorks. I think it was a DreamWorks movie.
Well, what does it matter? Who produced it?
It wasn't hilarious.
Yeah, I literally all of his movies are comedies though, is what I'm saying. And that
Grown Ups is interesting.
I don't like
it's
that.
Not my cup of tea.
I don't like that.
I don't like the Jewish cartoon shit he does. That's not my cup of tea.
You don't like the Jewish?
The Jews are fine.
You don't like the Jewish?
No, the Jews are fine.
Okay.
The Jews aren't the issue.
I went to Anne Frank's house, mind you.
You went to Germany?
It's not in Germany, girl. Anne Frank's house is actually in Amsterdam.
You went to Amsterdam?
Yes, girl.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
You went to her house?
Yes, I did. I went beyond her bookshelf.
You did?
I told you before, Eileen
It's a tour?
Yes.
And what's it like?
It's great.
Like what?
Dude, you literally go through the bookshelf. You walk up into her little corridors everywhere that she was living. Yeah.
How do they keep it like secure? There's like...
It's a guided tour. It's like going to a museum.
And it's like as if it's an actual house the way they left it?
No, the bottom half obviously is the museum part, like where you line up or whatever, and then you go up.
But it's the way she left it, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
And
like,
it's like a room, but like old.
It's a house.
I'm literally gonna look this shit up online.
Yeah, it's a whole nice house. I thought I told you before that Eileen was freaking out because you have to like walk up these spirally stairs and you have to go into a little small area because it's obviously hidden. It's hidden behind a bookshelf. Yeah, and she was like freaking the fuck out.
How small is the area?
Well, actually, we were tripped out because in the books, in the movies, and everything, in the documentaries, you think it's so tiny, and we were like, oh,
it's fine for like.
Girl, I live there right now. I'll take that over this any day.
No way.
Yes. There was like a full on living room and bedroom and like little corridors and whatnot. I was like,
what, she would go read in secrecy?
Yeah, it was just hidden, is what it is.
But reading was her thing, or what was her thing?
Journaling was her thing.
Oh, just writing and all that stuff, expressing herself.
Well, I don't know. It's not like I read her book right there.
And she was the victim of the Holocaust, or her family was?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What? You had to pay to go in there?
Well, how much was it? Girl.
How much was it?
Of course, they have to exploit a little girl that passed
away.
Well,
duh. How much was it?
I have no idea, dude. This was in 2017.
Wait, and how'd she end up dying?
In the Holocaust. They lost record of her.
They lost record of her.
Yeah.
Oh, so she died.
There was one family member, one of the Franks, that did make it out. Or Franks.
Interesting.
Yeah. I like how you thought I was lying.
I didn't think you were lying.
You literally, are you serious? Are you
No,
for real?
I just never heard you tell me the story of you going to visit.
Why? I have a question for you because you're an
house.
Educated person.
Mm-hmm.
Why would Anne Frank, who is a Jewish girl, live in Germany where the Germans were killing the Jews? I'm just wondering.
I didn't. You know what? To be quite honest with you, I didn't put two and two together that she was Jewish. I just knew that she was affiliated with the Holocaust.
Yeah, she's
And
Jewish.
then when I think of the Holocaust, I think of Germany.
Well, yeah. Anyways.
Well, you caught me. I'm not that educated.
Hey, she talks shit about me for being a high school dropout.
Is in what, Europe?
Yeah.
Ma'am.
It's in the Netherlands.
Ma'am, I have never talked shit about you for being a high school dropout.
Yeah.
I've talked shit about you for other things.
She talks shit about my teeth for dropping out, too. 2 of them.
You're so annoying.
She's a liar. She tries to put on a good face for the podcast, and that's just it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, y'all, it's time to wrap up this episode. Her left eye has completely gone to sleep. I'm all earlier. It was just halfway.
I think this is my 6th one.
I've only seen you drink 2, so I'm confused.
I was drinking before I got here.
Oh.
I didn't drink 4. No, I had like 4 here, bitch. I drank 2 before I got here. I'm just sleek with it. I don't let you be watching me.
Oh my god.
Bitch, what?
Anyways, that's it for this episode. If
I'm
you guys
grown.
made it this far, make sure you guys leave a red flag emoji. Also, don't forget to head on over to our TikTok because
Tiki Tag.
we're not posting clips until we get 100 followers on there. We need just 100.
I'm
So
sorry, don't embarrass us, guys.
yeah, I'll post our first clips on there, but then oh my god, the clips are hilarious.
And then you know what we're gonna do? You don't know that I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna say
that scares
this.
me. Red flag, red flag, red flag. I'm off.
We need to make other clips of just you and I, because we're together every day other than this podcast. We need to make our own clips to put beyond this podcast. You know what I mean?
We're gonna make exclusive hot takes onto TikTok.
I'm going to TikTok for shit other than this little couch meeting.
Yeah.
Because when we leave here, we're about to get picked up and we're about to hit the road.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And we're about to commit some red flags.
Oh,
No,
not
I'm
me.
just
I'm a
kidding.
good girl. Even when I'm
But
blacked out, I'm a good
I was
girl.
thinking that I was like, we're just always together. We should just.
Do you know what
upload
my
all our
version
life.
of unhinged is?
What?
Is that the last time I blacked out, I peed on the Del Taco sign.
Did you? When was that?
Yeah, you left me.
I never. Don't ever say that.
You met this guy who had the matching eye to yours, but opposite side. She met the match of her
Okay,
life.
I didn't leave you. Technically, you left me, bitch.
Well, I left because I'm just sitting there at the bar just watching them make out. I'm like, okay, time for me to go. I'm like, what am I going to do?
I didn't leave
Sit
you.
here and record you
I
like
didn't
a perv?
leave you. Well, you did take pictures of me.
I took one picture of you.
No, that's all I needed.
Not pictures.
That was
Dumb.
enough. That
it was
picture
one
enough.
picture. Oh.
Yeah, the picture was enough.
We will be telling that story time next time because this has been my episodes of my storytelling. It's time for you to have a story time.
I have stories other than that.
She has the best stories because this one right here.
My stories are just too much.
Unhinged.
Let's see if we can go out and make a story tonight.
Let's make a story tonight. Anyways, if you guys made it this far in a video, we love you guys. We will catch you guys in the
appreciate
next
it.
one. Yes. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Save our ship.